Hello, Active Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back for some more Singular Survival, and there's been a few big changes between episodes. Mainly, the biggest change is I've gone ahead and actually switched us over to the Develop branch now. So we're on the Develop branch, and instantly, Jesus Christ, isn't the lighting in here just beautiful? I mean, everything just looks so nice. I don't know if it's the ambient occlusion around the edges of everything making it a little bit dark and really giving you a sense of depth on everything, or just the lighting and the sheen on the metal now, or what, but everything looks really, really pretty. I mean, Jesus Christ, everything just looks pretty. So, first and foremost, that's a big change. I've also gone ahead and disabled wolves, as they're now called. Cyberhounds are apparently no more. They've replaced them with super wolves, which last time I checked, they still attacked people, which is a bit odd. Of course, they might if they were really starving, but I mean, I guess they must be starving. The wolves on this planet don't really seem to have anything else to eat except for people. Also, they seem to be able to bite through metal. So anyway, I've disabled wolves because I'm not too keen on killing wolves. It was painful enough when we were shooting at Cyberhound, so whatever. That's me, that's just silly Sage. What else do we have? Well, I think that's it for real changes. Everything else is pretty much the same. Still ×1 realistic speeds and everything, except for inventory, which is still at ×3, but everything else we're still doing at ×1 speeds. What else do we have? I think that's about the gist of it. What I think we're going to do today, though, is go ahead and continue working on that enemy base. Now, we did have the beachhead we were working on, which was going relatively well. Let's hop in here. I don't know if we have hydrogen tanks on us or not. We don't. That could have been bad if we ran out of hydrogen. We still got 30%. Let's grab some bottles here, shall we? Just grab you and you. Cool. Some ammo, too, maybe? Nah, we'll just grab these. And we're going to go fly back there, just see how things are looking. And I suspect, well, let's not waste time, actually. You know what let's do? Because the antenna should be offline now, and I believe most of the drones were destroyed, we should be able to actually just fly this whole thing over there. So let's go ahead, turn on our main, these guys here. Coolio, everything's working. God, I'm so glad that just worked. I was a little bit spaced out there. And let's go ahead, maneuver ourselves over and about, and get ourselves over to that place. Now, we're not going to go right up to it, obviously, because if we did that, well, there are still a few working turrets, and there's all those crashed drones on the ground. And we don't necessarily want to be flying right up to it and getting ourselves shot up, but I figure we can sit about 2,000 out. I'm pretty sure all the drones that are over there have all crashed. There might still be one or two flying, but even if there are a few flying about, this little ship of ours, the Flying Virus, does actually have some weapons on top, so it should be able to take out anything that does come at us. And as I mentioned, with the antenna disabled, we shouldn't have to worry about any enemy drones spawning, just the ones that are already there. Alrighty, I think that's about close enough. We're 4,000 out, maybe 5,000 out. If nothing else, this is going to greatly reduce the amount of distance we have to travel to transport well, anything there and back again. I'm still thinking we might want to set up our beachhead, but I'm not sure. I'm also realizing that we seem to have lost our little entrance area to the tunnel. But whatever, that'll just have to do. So I think I'm going to start decelerating now. And you can see we got up to about 66, maybe 67 meters per second there. Not exactly the quickest in the world, but then again, maximum speeds in this game are a little bit limiting. Can't even break the speed of sound. Of course, if you were to break the speed of sound, I'd expect maybe you could only do that in a nifty ship. Oh, I guess our dig down tunnel is right there. It's showing this huge trench there, so I guess we can fly pretty much right up to that. I do see one drone sitting there. Let's go ahead and turn on our hydrogen thrusters here just to slow us down a bit quicker. I hate doing that, but it probably the best way to actually get ourselves maneuverable. We are burning through a lot of hydrogen. There we go. And remember, the reason we fell out of the sky in the past wasn't that we ran out of hydrogen or something, even though I'm terrified of running out. The real reason was just that our batteries had run low. So what we gotta watch out for is that. Now, of course, the fuel time is estimating 34 minutes, or 2 hours when we're dropping, so 34 minutes at just hovering, so we should be more than fine. But of course, if memory serves, that number is, well, anything but accurate, and it doesn't properly count batteries unless they've updated that. Ooh, lots of red. Lots of red on our right when we're overloading everything. That's not ideal. Let's just lower landing right here. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just gotta watch our deceleration, or watch our speed when we're coming in. Okay. Look at that. That is a pretty good landing, I think. This will cut our travel times like crazy. So there we go. That was a near perfect landing. There. Boop. Shut it off, and we're good. Wow, that went really well. Let's save real quick. I haven't turned autosave back on. I just got so used to when things go terribly wrong, because the game has a habit of glitching, being ready to roll back, but we might turn autosave back on. I say what we do here is we got a few little things in our inventory. Let's go ahead and just do a quick approach run and flyby. And if we time this and line ourselves right, we shouldn't get shot. There's, I think, one flying drone, and there's that turret, that one damn turret which has caused us so much grief, still active over there. But if we... Scheisse! There is a second turret still active on the ground. Cool. Also, I don't know if this structure here is booby-trapped. And also, what I'm going to go ahead and do is up our audio here. Let's just leave it as that, huh? So hopefully you can hear things. Please don't be any... Well, if there... It doesn't matter if there's explosives in here, right? Because the power's offline, even if there is a sensor block, haha, it won't be going off. Now, the only thing we do have to worry about here is if a drone decides it wants to blast its way into here. So, to disable any drones that decide they want to blow up their own base, we're just going to go ahead and grind these down real quick. Which is taking an absolute age, because we have a low-end grinder. That's not exactly ideal. At least we got rid of the sensor. That's a plus. And we'll see how long it would take to grind down the explosive itself. Oh, little lag there, and the sparks were just hovering. Obviously that scared the absolute shite out of me. Let's just grind you down here. There we go. Look at those sparks. They just hover there for a second. Some issues, I guess. Cool. At least those are disarmed now, and in theory shouldn't just go off. Right. Let's even make sure we get rid of that sensor. Just better safe than sorry, right? God almighty, what's going on with these sparks sometimes? There we go, and that is sorted. You might notice little tiny... sparks are weird. Jump cuts every now and again when I'm welding something. That might not even be my usual static effect. I've decided, I think, you know, if I'm just going to do a tiny little jump, I'm not even going to bother with the static sound. I'm just going to jump ahead. What the hell? It's like they were busy building stuff and never got finished. Very odd. We're also having some wonderful frame drops. Oh, also they changed it in the develop build. If you do Shift F11... Or, yeah, it should be Shift F11, there we go. It brings up all that stuff at the top left. Now you have to keep pressing it like 3-4 times, maybe 5 times. There you go, before you get your FPS, and we're currently at 45, which isn't too bad, but it has a habit of hanging every now and again. Oh, by the way, also I did enable oxygen and air pressurization because I noticed that was off by default in the latest version, so I turned that back on because, of course, it's a cool feature. A bit silly that they ever got rid of it, or disabled it by default. Okay, what else do we have in here? Well, we got this. If we want to make our Zerg point, we could just grind this down and take it into the basement. I don't think we want to do that. I think what we want to do is we could hack this, I guess. And of course, hacking in Space Engineer is a bit silly. It's not like Deus Ex's cool little minigame.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
We of course just grind this down and weld it back up. That was a mistake. Okay. We're not hacking anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not hacking anything. Because all those turrets don't give a shit if the majority of the structure is still owned by them. They're gonna shoot it straight through the wall. So we are not hacking anything. Right, let's oh god. Can you tell that spooked me? That spooked me. I got spooked. Let's go back to our ship real quick. And just try not to get shot by anything as we do this. Trying to change our altitude going up and down a little bit should throw the turret off, hopefully enough to, yeah, make sure we don't get hit. Coolio. Wow. It feels like we're making such progress. I know, we spent like the last 3-4 episodes just running in circles, not getting diddly squit done. Well, we did get diddly squit done, it was just slow progress. But now it's like, oh yeah, we can just fly up there and go at it nice and easy like. Man, what a difference having a clear mind makes, eh? Let's grab this. What I'm going to go ahead and grab is some of our tools. So, I just have to remember the name. It was Advanced, was it? Elite? What did we call those tools? The Proficient ones? Was that it? Proficient. Yes, it was. So we'll grab Proficient tool set. We'll go ahead and switch out our hotbar. Right click, right click, right click. Coolio. Tools, there we go. You, and you. I don't know why I'm bringing all three, but I am. Let's also go ahead and queue up some more just in case we get ourselves into trouble, because there is, that good chance that we're going to get ourselves killed. We don't have enough for elite, but we should have enough for some proficient, so I'll queue up two of you, and two of you. Yep, one of them went down, so I'm assuming it's building the stuff. Silicone, and then all we need is silver. Yep, okay. So we're alright with those. We'll have some replacements. And let's go ahead and fly back out there. And one of our biggest threats right now is obviously just that turret. And I'm thinking what we could do to take it out is either go back into our tunnel, which you can see the train glitches out sometimes because it's like, hey, the tunnel's right here, it's beneath the ground, and try to sneak up under the turret, or probably get shot and killed right now. Why'd it stop shooting? That was terrifying. Oh no, there's another one! Not good. How am I not dead? Okay, first and foremost, there is an explosive in there, so keep that in mind. This explosive right there. Second, there is the turret up here, which we know is not a friend of ours. There's a drone over there, where if we turn our UI, you can see it's right there, but it's not moving. That's very good. And then, of course, there's a turret down below us. So if I can just stick my head up. It's looking straight at me. Okay, that was not cool. You gonna shoot at me? I think this drone might be disabled. Yeah, it looks like it's sitting there partially wonky. So, if we can just get in here and get under the big dangerous grumpy turret without setting off the explosives, we should be alright. God, that scared me. It's disabled, but it still scares me. Can I just get my head up here just a little bit? Okay. The turret, was it on top? I think it's on the other side of this, right? So we just stick our head around. You can see all the wall stuff we had been building, and oh my god, we made a mess out of some of this. Just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. I just need to find out where the turret is. Okay, we found out where the turret is. Let's go under there and see if we can get to it, and just hope to god those explosives don't go. Wait, is there interior turrets? There might be interior turrets. Uh-oh. Did you hear? Oh, fuck! Shit! Scheiße! So I set off the explosives. Not exactly ideal. I'm not going to lie. But, at least we're still alive. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Let's try to take out this other turret now over here. Maybe there'll be some nifty explosives we can trigger on that, and it'll just go and blow itself to bits. This one should be a lot easier, because if we can just get our speed up a little bit here, dance about to this side of it, there we go. It looks like the other turret on this side's already been taken out by maybe this drone crashing into it. Looks like there's no drones down here that still have a functional weapon. Maybe the cyber hounds tore everything apart. So what we can just do here is just grind our way straight through here. Even if our inventory gets full, we'll just make our way all the way over to the turret and set it free. And that should guarantee we'll be functional, or we'll be safe. I think that just did it. There's a small cargo container here as well. Let's go ahead, fly back out, and see if we get shot. God, I put a lot of faith in that. What's really odd to me is, where is this thing getting powered from? Does it have its own power supply somewhere stuck underground? I mean, I was under the impression, and since we've got cyber hounds turned off, I'm not too worried. Yeah, I was under the impression these things all got their power and everything just from these... You guys heard the sound, right? Maybe their new sound system isn't the best in the world. It's making some very odd sounds. Oh, I might have to turn that down. That is some weird sound. That is odd. But yeah, I was under the impression all these things just got their power from, like, the main hub, and if I shut down the main hub, these should be powered down. And of course, that one, I thought maybe it had its own power supply, but it's been blown to bits. So surely, if it's been blown to bits, its power's out. So where are you getting your power? You got your own little power hub in here? I wonder if I was to take this out, these few pieces here, will this whole tower fall over? I know we're getting distracted from our main objective of just getting supplies, but I figure let's have a little bit of fun and just check this out a little bit here. Blip, blip, blip. God, the sound just decides it does not like me right now. You hear that? It's horrible. I'm probably going to be muting most of that, but Jesus Christ. when that goes bad, it goes bad. Seems like the voxels are changing a bit differently, too, than last time I was mining. Like, more square-like, which I approve of. Seems like it's more controlled. I really like that. Like having the ability to actually feel like I'm properly mining area. Okay, well, this thing's levitating now. I thought I had voxel structural support turned on, but maybe I don't. Or maybe there's a voxel somewhere stuck in the middle of this thing, and that's just what's causing it to hover. Oh, yep, like that right there, probably. Well, something like that. Anyway, this thing seems like it wants to hover. And for some reason, I am dead set on it not hovering. So, dang it, stop hovering! Okay, whatever, just hover. Be that way. But yeah, it must have its own power supply inside of it, I guess, or maybe that linked to something underground that I do not know about. Either way, I think we're actually safe to go ahead and check our hydrogen levels right here. Yep, we're good. 107% in tanks. So we're safe to actually go ahead and start hacking stuff if we wanted to now, since all the turrets should be disabled. Now we still need to go ahead and double check to make sure there's no more explosives or anything, because of course once we hack everything, the idea is we'll turn it back on, and if we miss an explosive, well, obviously the whole place is going to go up in smoke. But if we can hack it all, as long as we found all the explosives, we should be pretty well off. Oh, look, the scratches aren't so pronounced in this. Sweet Swiss cheese. Alrighty, so let's see. What do we want to do? We're just doing our patrol right now. We got turrets. We gotta hack all those, disable those. Drones, mostly scrap, but we can bring a lot of stuff about. Wow, we are gonna have a lot of supplies here. Let's just go ahead and first check that floating guy right here. This stinging adversary. Wow. You are doing one hell of a balancing act. That is impressive. This is like this little dinky thruster is just the only thing keeping it from falling down to the earth. Oh, I know I could just salvage it, but oh, why not? Just a little bit of fun. Just a little bit of fun. After all the trouble we've had, it's nice to just have a little bit of fun with that. I know, it cost us that large thruster right there, but whatever. Oh, wow, I never noticed that this leads all the way down to the ground as well. Huh, and there's the crater from our one bomb way earlier. Wow, they have like a whole little welding area in here. Oh, this is really nifty. Another welding thing here. This is awesome. Let's see, what supplies might we gain from this? Since we can hack stuff now without worrying about drones, we'll just go ahead and hack this. We'll probably want to hack the antenna too before we do too. My oxygen is low, I'll just take my helmet off. Coolio. Oh my god, look at that. 1,000 missiles. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That is a lot of supplies. Yeah. The missiles is really what's catching my eye, because those are hard to come by. Woo! Okie dokie. So this is going to help us out a lot. We just need to... Well, they do have those hydrogen containers down here. Assuming I don't have to hack these, let's see. No, there's no... Is there a... Oh, you do have to hack these. I think you lose the pressure when you hack one of these. That's really disappointing. Bugger. Let's see, do you need to be hacked as well? I believe you do. Yeah, if they have computers, they need to be hacked. Dang. Well, we can go ahead and at least, I'd say cut this open, but I think there's a hole over here from something. Yeah. Go into here. We need to do our explosives checks and all this stuff. Blimey, can you tell I'm excited? I am quite excited. Things are going well. Another cargo container. Yeah, we're going to be here a while just hacking stuff and then, of course, emptying it out. But one of the great things, that's barely worth it. One of the great things is we can, of course, just some of these things bring our grinding ship in here and just grind it all down, and that'll instantly get us the supplies out of it. Hey! Oxygen tanks, not exactly useful on this planet, but in the future, maybe. Let's go ahead and weld you up. More little dinky tools. Oh, worthless. Absolutely worthless, unless we wanted to do our whole, hey, let's grab it, move it thing, which, of course, was so successful last time. Shall we try this? There's no point in hacking that. The power's off. We gotta grind down this turret, for one, so we'll just grind this guy down. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go about the whole place and grind down all of the turrets right now. As soon as we move our ship closer, because our hydrogen's going to run out, we're going to need more bottles. So we might as well move this right up to the whole thing. It'll also give a good size comparison, since we have the sort of size of this. Jesus Christ, that explosion. And so we can just fly this over and just have a size comparison of the two right next to each other.